We want to talk about tomorrow. President Trump will be doing another big cabinet meeting. Will be taking a lot of questions like he normally does. But the White House did say today that he will be talking a little bit more about what is being called the Trump accounts for babies that were born from 2025 to 2028. Think of it as an IRA for babies with a one-time $1,000 deposit from Uncle Sam. We want to learn a little bit more about the program here and go out to USA Today's Daniel De Vise. Thanks so much, Daniel, for joining us. You wrote an article about this, and we're getting closer to learning a little bit more information tomorrow. But I think a lot of new families are going to be paying attention.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's hard to imagine anybody would turn down $1,000 for your baby from the government. So I think it's likely to be a pretty popular program.
Yeah, no doubt. And so not only will it be the one-time deposit, but family members can, throughout the years, continue to contribute, correct?
Yeah, you can think of it again. You used the right term, like an IRA for children. You get seed money of $1,000 from the government if you're born between 2025 and 2028, and then your parents or guardians or other loved ones, an uncle, an aunt, could contribute up to $5,000 a year per year into these accounts until the child turns 18. Now, think about compounding. That could become an enormous sum of money if your loved ones contribute that much. An employer, which I guess would be the parents' employers, could contribute toward that cap. And then state and even local governments and charities, if they do it broadly, would also be allowed. So you could imagine like the Cook Foundation in Cook County, Chicago or something, could make a contribution to say every Chicago public school kid or something. I think something like that would work. So you can imagine it ballooning into quite a sum by the time that the person reaches adulthood.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And will the parents be able to pick? I mean, will there be a number of options for mutual funds, or how will they go about it once they select what they want?
Yeah, not all the details have been announced. I guess that's the point. We're going to hear more about this. But what I'm told, what I've reported, is that it has to be some sort of mutual fund, an index fund. So you could index the S&P 500, you could index the NASDAQ or something, but the government doesn't want these funds to be like in one stock or in crypto or something. It's got to be in a broad index fund. And mind you, certified financial planners would advise people generally, unless they are specialists, to invest that way anyway, because generally speaking, these big broad index funds do as well as the pros, if not better.
Yeah, that is true, and I think it'll not only showcase obviously the newborn that'll when they turn 18 they'll say, oh wow, okay, we got this account here, but maybe also show others about the power of investing and really the power of compound interest.
Yeah, this is linked to an initiative for financial education. I used to cover K-12 education for years, and I didn't take a class on financial literacy when I was in high school or college. There's a national initiative now, and that's tied into this effort, where more and more states are requiring some sort of financial education. So the idea would be that, 18 years from now, a kid gets out of high school and they have some knowledge about checkbook math and about investing. And then they've got this seed money, which even if it's just $1,000, that could grow into an enormous sum in like 20 years. That's a very powerful tool. So the idea is for people to sort of participate in our capitalist system. And I don't know what that sounds like, but that is our system. And the idea is to get kids to understand it and learn it, and to participate in this wealth building mechanism, which has been incredibly, it's paid off enormously to anybody who's owned stocks over the last 10 years, just about.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And Daniel, have we seen this? I mean, why is this being implemented now? Have we tried to see this in the past, but it never really got traction? Or is this something new from the Trump administration that they wanted to really implement?
Yeah, I'm not a political writer. I do personal finance, but my understanding is that this is part of the one big beautiful bill. It was incorporated into it, I think, with pretty broad support. And what I mean by that is I understand that both Republicans and Democrats in the past have liked this idea and have wanted something like this to happen. But it was swept into this huge tax and spending bill. And I don't think you're going to find I don't think you're going to find a whole lot of people in Congress who are going to oppose it. Now, people have different ideas about how it should be done, and I've read critical comments from one person or another. But I think the idea of giving seed money to people of all different incomes it has been very popular in the past.
Yeah, and we'll hope to learn a lot more information tomorrow, starting at the cabinet meeting on this program. But Daniel, thanks so much for joining us on Live Now from Fox and giving us a great understanding of where it's at right now.
My pleasure.